Hi there, this is Jim. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, Zone 9B. Today this is Saturday afternoon. It's today got up to be in about 105, 102 area. And this is what we're going to do today. We're going to do a bunch of trimming. And because it's starting to get a little bit later in the season, we're looking over here at some flowering that's occurred already. And that's what we don't want too soon. We want to trim the moringa so that it's all about a foot off the ground. Now here's one that's been done twice. And if you look way down here, way down at the bottom, you can see where it was cut. So one became two. It was cut a few weeks back. 2 is going to become 4. You can already see the new growth there. That's good. But most of these are not even cut once. So the goal today, here's one that's been cut where 1 is becoming 2. You can see that there it is where I cut it. But we need that for all of these. So look at how tall these are. So this grouping here, it's a 9-foot bed, 2 feet wide, and it was dug about 1.5 feet down below. So what we're going to do is cut all the ones that have never been cut to about 9 inches. And then hopefully they'll all turn into at least 2, and I might have to let them all start growing out so that they'll get enough time for the flowers to occur in the seed pods. So this one was done May 15th. So we're not even August 15th yet. So that would be June, July, less than 3 months. Maybe more like 2.5 months-ish. And this one here, these were done June 1st. So if today's the 5th, these are just barely 4 days over 2 months. So they're doing quite well. But the next thing you're going to see is a chair full of moringa cuttings. And you're going to see a bunch of 1 foot high moringas. I've done some trimming, and you can see that the ones that were already cut once, either I left them alone or I cut them higher, about 9 inches higher. This one, and I always try to cut right above the last branch. Now, I think that you could cut just about anywhere, but I like to leave as much photosynthesis as happening. You see, a lot of these are just cut about 8 or 9 inches, but that's the norm. I always cut right above the last branch. This one I cut a few weeks back, and you can already see multiple shoots growing. I need those at least 2. So here's one that's already been cut once. See, it had 2 shoots coming out of it. And I cut those above the last branch. Try to make the same height. Here's one I cut just a few days ago. You can see that there's already new growth on it. And you can see all the stuff that I've already chopped. And I'm going to turn a lot of this into cuttings and grow those in the backyard pots. So, we got one more grouping to do here. The ones that are 2 weeks younger. So, next thing you'd see are those chopped. None of those have already been cut. So, but you can see, again, that only 2 months and 4 days, you can already see flowers happening. Right there. And so, we're going to get rid of that. I need it to grow a lot more before it flowers. because it needs a good strong support for the 2-foot, 3-foot drumstick pods. Okay, time for more cutting. From 43 plants for 2 months and a few days to 2.5 months. Now I'm not showing favoritisms here. The ones that I said that I cut higher are the ones that were already cut once. And as you can see, this one is doing really well with some new growth. So 2 will become 4, hopefully, with this new growth here, and here, and here, and here. But some of these yellow leaves, we'll see how it goes. And you can see I planted them in a staggered way. Left, right, off about 5 inches up each time. So we'll see how that goes. So they're all cut back now. First major harvest, even though I've been cutting them. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hose and wash these off preliminarily. Then I'll clean them off from the house with better water. And that way when we get sure all the ants, any ants that were on there, I haven't seen many, but I saw a couple tiny ones. I don't want those in the house. But then we'll wash those, put them in bags, and put them in the dehydrator. They've all been washed now. The chair was handy for both storage and washing. So now they're going to the house to be prepped for the dehydration. First I have to strip all the leaves off though. All cleaned, and hopefully if there are any little ants or whatever first row, I'll wash them again, but that's it for now. In any event, here's what we've got. We've got a ton of moringa from 43 plants that were about 2-3 feet high, some 3.5, 4. I've got that collection. And so I've got some, here's just what we're going to need. We're going to need a little pot to put the cut. I'm going to make cuttings as we go and put them in the water in a pot. And then we have these things you get 3 for $1 from the dollar store. I'm not really big on buying stuff from China, but the only place I could find them was at like the Dollar General. But you get 3 for $1, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to strip all this stuff off of here, put them in these 3 different containers, and then stuff them in the bag. And then, oh, look at my dirty kitchen. We're going to be putting them in my Excalibur fancy dehydrator. And of course we won't need anywhere near this many rows. So we'll put a few of those up there. Since I only have 3 bags, I only need 3 rows, but this thing's about the coolest thing in the world. Way back here you got a temperature setting and timer. So I typically set it for about 110 degrees. You can see that there. Let's look up real close. Yeah, see where that knob is pointing. And then I set it for about 8 hours. And so I do this while, turn this off in here. No need to have lights on. No dirty kitchen. All right, so now you see what I'm using. Got place for the cuttings, and that there is for the compost bag. The worms will be eating a lot of moringa pieces this week. All right, so you don't really need to see me cut it, do you? Well, I'll just do one. All right, so here's one. It's already been washed off. So I'm going to just strip the leaves and put them in there. Moringa really, it seems like its mission in life is to feed us. Any family that's in the Sun Belt, United States, you can buy for like $10 about 200 seeds. And you can have beds of these things. You can even go to the farmer's market and sell this stuff. It has kind of a peanut smell. If you've ever been in the South and you pull up in a gas station out in sticks, you will see that they'll pull a bunch of soggy peanuts in a bag. They steam them in a bag. So in any event, this is kind of what we're doing here. Alright, I said I'd do one of these. I know this is probably getting a little bit boring by now, but it strips off real well. But let me show you this. This is pretty cool. So this stuff's Moringa, it snaps off like it was meant to be snapped off. It's like, you know, the survival mechanism of the plant was to be completely useful. And this, for the most part, they just pull off. So we'll put that in the compost bag. I'll cut it up in a little bit. But these things just pop off. I tried growing these. Okay, and then this is what I wanted to show you one complete one for. So we can just do two. I'll do two off of this one. And then we save these nodes, and that'll put like about 4 inches in the ground. So just to show you what I'm doing. So for $6, here's some rooting compound that I got from a local nursery. Now in a pinch, if you don't want to do that, what I'm going to do is put some in the water, and for this root pan here, and let these babies soak right away, and let them know I want them to live. But if in a pinch, if you don't have that, cut up an aspirin, and so later on, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be stuffing this stuff in a bag. Let's do that just so that, and then you'll know what it will. So, and then I'll be washing the bag in a pot with water. But I want to be able to handle them all at once. So they'll get washed again, but I'll be washing them in the bag, and then I'll be trying to get all the moisture out of the bag, and then I will put them in the dehydrator, and then the next thing you'll probably see is all the dried material, and then I'll decide if I want to chop it up with a blender, in a coffee maker, a coffee grinder, or if I want to just leave them dry and then use them as I will, like people do with dried curry leaves or such. So anyway, that's it.